Welcome to Living Mosaic, and this is going to be one of our coffee chat episodes. In fact, the very first one, and that is where we sit around drinking coffee and chatting about random things. And these are going to be shorter, kind of more just whatever happens to come up. We'll have some that are planned, some that maybe we just kind of do something random.
Yeah, and these were inspired by us getting a kid ready for school and drinking coffee and me asking the most off-the-wall questions first thing in the morning.
Yeah, or just, conversations coming up and we would just get off on these tangents and
It's like this should really be recorded.
yeah, so thus coffee chats have been
Here
born.
we are.
And what do we start with today?
Well, like I promised in that first episode, and you alluded to in the second episode of the Scarlet D,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to talk about your cult story, apparently.
Yes, we are. So I hope this isn't not as exciting as everybody has been built up to be.
I'm super jazzed, and I don't remember him telling me the story.
Okay.
And so it could totally be a flop, but I'm going to say it's jazzy.
We'll go with that. We'll just hope that it's jazzy. All right. So, this was during my childhood when we still lived in Washington State in the Seattle area. And I don't.
When did you move to Texas? Do you remember?
I want to say I was like 11 or 12. Not 100%.
So upper elementary.
Yeah, so I was probably like 7,
Okay.
6 or 7 when this happened.
Okay.
Would be my assumption.
So, okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like place you in our kids, right?
Yeah. I mean, somewhere but Emerson Zealandish.
So that's 8 or 9.
Yep. That's what I said.
Cheers.
We have 6 on. Come on. Okay. In any case.
Okay. So we gotta bring it back.
Gee. Yeah. So
Emerson is the other day.
yeah. So again, like we grew up, we went to church, we were Christians and all that, and my dad had a friend from work, and he was white, and then he was married to, I think it was either.
Is race important in this?
Yes, kind of.
Okay.
This isn't like a racist. Race is important, where people are like, totally irrelevant story. They're like, and then a black man came along. And you're just like, how does that play into anything? And you're just like, okay, no.
I mean, we do have the Black Godfather.
Yeah, but
Godfather. That's
yeah. So my dad had this friend from work, and he was married to again, I'm not 100% sure what ethnicity, but potentially like Filipino Islander or Chinese. Can't remember exactly. And they would always call me
kind of similar.
I know they're not, but I don't. I was so. But
they would always call you.
They would always call me Scotty, and I hated it. So
I remember being called Scotty.
Yeah. So I've never been called by my middle name. My middle name's Scott, but they would always call me Scotty, and I didn't like it.
How do you even know your middle name was Scott?
I don't know.
That's very true. I thought the people called you Scotty was like family.
Mm-mm.
Like maybe Uncle Scott, because he wanted to like.
No.
Okay.
So, yeah. And for whatever reason, they invited us to this, church gathering or something like that. I don't.
Okay.
Again, I don't know the details of it. And we went, showed up, and it was a lot of, again, like Asian families and stuff there.
Okay.
And there was kids, and I was like, okay, well, we get to play with some kids.
No playing.
So we basically were all instructed to just sit around in this circle.
So it was kumbaya. I asked him if it was kumbaya.
But it's not kumbaya.
Okay.
There was no kumbaya.
Okay.
And then the lady leader of said cult
Okay.
got up. And so, for those of you that aren't familiar, my wife has had me watch Gilmore Girls.
Okay.
You see where this is going?
Yeah.
And this is why race is important. And there's a character,
She's Korean.
yeah. So, but I, I'm never gonna get into this.
No.
Trying to be racist. I just wasn't sure what ethnicity she actually was. She was
Okay.
some flavor of Asian. So
That got really loud. Sorry. That's good. Cut.
we're gonna get so many bad comments on this one. Whew, backpedaling all of this. But Rory has a very good friend, Kim.
Lane.
Lane.
Kim.
Kim was awesome. I didn't watch it nearly as much. But her mother is like this fundamentalist Christian
Seventh-day Adventist.
Seventh-day Adventist, and that maybe that's what this was. I don't know. It was like hard line, just will rip you apart. And that was literally this whole meeting. And it was 3 hours
3 hours.
of Mrs. Kim going off on everyone. I mean, she would just go around.
In your CDs.
So I'd never met him before. We were not a part of this. And that's the thing is we weren't actually like a part of a cult. So that's where I'm like, this isn't probably that exciting of a story.
I know it's been pretty funny.
But she's just laying into everyone. I mean, she would go around and she would tell this family, like, you're sitting in this horrible, blah, 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 and all these things, and just go around. And I am terrified. I am trying not to move because I don't want to draw any attention to me because God forbid she know anything about me. I don't know how.
But you're laying.
Yeah, she just like prophetically read my mail and
You took apart the lamp.
yeah, exactly. She somehow knows my deepest, darkest secrets of, my childhood and just lays into me. And so like I'm 3 hours sitting perfectly still for 3 hours because I'm terrified that it's going to just eviscerate me. And I don't have very many memories of my childhood, but for some reason
Was this a whole family affair?
I don't know. I don't.
Okay.
I can't remember. I don't remember my family being in any of my stories, but I do remember other parts of them. So there's a lot of trauma in my childhood.
That's maybe something I want to ask over Thanksgiving.
It would be a great dinner
conversation
with my dad, yeah, because
yeah.
I feel like he might remember more of it.
I mean, he was a grown up.
Yeah, but I'm a grown up and I don't remember what I ate for dinner last night. So,
well, last night wasn't very impressive.
Yeah, you really need to work on that.
Oh, I'm sorry I'm busy making a whole Thanksgiving feast right now.
Yeah. They joking.
I think that's something to stay in the couch chats.
For sure. Our banter is
Firm.
My wife has a drinking problem.
And
But yeah, so that there's not much more to it other than I just sat there for 3 hours, just terrified that this lady was gonna
so sit on the floor?
It's on the floor. I was on the floor. Kids, you don't get chairs if you're a child.
Were there adults in chairs?
Probably. I don't remember.
Okay. Was this like a church building or
It was at a house. Yeah, it was like a
house
home cult thing going on.
Oh, we've been a part of those.
Yeah.
Okay. Was there food?
I don't remember.
Was
Possible.
Incense burning?
I don't think so. I feel like that would have been.
I mean,
I guess depending on the
depending on the cult.
flavor of cult.
I mean, it was Asian people, so I feel like incense are a thing. And that
only brought it up to make the connection to Mrs. Kim. Okay, that's what it reminded me of.
She's Korean.
Trying to be racist.
She's not Chinese or
which is fine. And I'm just saying these people. I was differentiating. I didn't remember what Mrs. Kim was. I didn't remember her name. They're lanes. Yeah.
Perfect.
So.
And I mean, what a perfect tie-in to coffee chats of Gilmore Girls.
Yeah, okay. That was not thought out until like
just now, probably.
Whatever. I was trying to figure out exactly how I was going to tell the story and make it not just awful.
So, Scott Patterson, you have a podcast. If you want to sponsor Hangout, anything like that, you want to get some Luke Dane's coffee mugs? Hey.
Because I'm sure he's listening right now.
Oh, I will tag him. Kidding me? If I could make that connection,
Yes.
dreams do come true.
Yep.
The internet makes it happen all the time. So, internet, do your magic.
Go magical internet.
Okay, so you attended a cult meeting at the age of one of our children's, but 7, and
Yes.
I can picture Emerson like being from.
Yeah, speaking.
Please don't think, please,
Look at me, please don't look at me. Yeah, pretty much. So, well, that's my cult story. Hope it made you laugh at least. In the future, there may be some more compelling discussions, informational coffee chats that we actually dive into,
theological things or
life things,
or all sorts of.
about sex. Who knows?
Wow.
We're in there. We're good.
Is that word allowed on YouTube?
Sex?
Yeah,
I think so.
we have to bleep those out. Because I was watching something recently and they were like spelling out
Oh,
different things.
stuff to fully learn the alphabet.
Oh, hey, more reasons for you to learn ASL. Never mind the deaf child in your home.
We can just like have code words, so it can be like saxophone. So we had a saxophone the other night.
Pin 15.
Exactly. So,
Well, that took an interesting turn
sure did.
from the fundamental cults to Pin 15.
Yep. All right. Well,
Wonderful.
we hope you enjoyed our first coffee chat. There will be more to come in these. And again, subscribe, share with your friends, specifically this one, because, maybe share some of the others with more meat and potatoes to them. Yep. Did another innuendo. All right. We should really close this.
Yep. And scene.